What's up, everybody? CJ Williams, PT Media. I want to make a real quick video to talk about 3 reasons why I decided to focus on video podcast production for my video production business. Be sure to subscribe to this channel because I think it's my duty to present things that I've learned and the reasons why I do certain things that I do for people who are maybe new to the game and trying to figure things out for themselves. Listen, if I can help you get there a lot faster, that's what I want to do. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. Right now, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in a hotel room in Atlanta. I live in Charlotte, but I come down to Atlanta to do some work. It's February 2023. This is the second podcast I've shot this year already here in Atlanta. I've made more money in Atlanta than in Charlotte this year so far, and that's probably going to continue. It's great to be able to come to a bigger market and have a niche, and be able to, and to start to kind of build a name and reputation for that. So it's great. So there's 3 reasons why I decided to focus on video podcast production for my business. I want to get into those. So here we go. Number 1 is I get to work with experts, authorities, people who are, if they're not the expert or the authority, they want to be seen as that, and they're willing to invest in that. They want to be the go-to person for their respective service or whatever it is they provide. Similar to how I want to be the go-to for video podcasts. You know, I like setting up the camera and letting them talk, and them being the subject matter expert and letting the content speak for itself, as opposed to going out filming social media content for different businesses who may not know, and you having to kind of bring it out of them, which I still do that stuff, by the way, but my focus, my marketing and everything is focused on video podcast production, and specifically coaches, consultants, speakers, service providers. My goal is to help them build their platforms, and it's not just the video part, like setting up cameras and filming it. It's the whole shebang, like, you know, helping them plan it out, filming it, and then getting the stuff posted for them, getting the audio posted to the podcast channel so it can be Apple, Spotify, Google, all that stuff, getting the videos up on YouTube, and then getting them some marketing content. So I cut some of it up for social media so they can market that podcast and, you know, build their presence up on social media. So I help them with everything from beginning to end, and to be seen and to be able to bring that value to them, add value, and be known for that is great. You know, these people are 6-figure earners already. They don't have time to do this stuff, and to be the guy that can do that for them is great. So that's reason number 1. I get to work with people who are the best at what they do. Reason number 2 is the equipment I invested in early on, which is Blackmagic cameras. They're designed for this type of stuff, and I bought them really because I wanted to do interviews. I really just didn't know that it would come to podcast production, multiple cameras and things like that. But I bought them because I like shooting interviews, and these type of cameras, you can't really do all that run and gun type stuff, moving around, getting fancy B-roll, and because they don't have autofocus, they don't have stabilization. So these are the type of cameras you put on a tripod, you get your lights, you set your settings, and you hit record. And they're not made for all that moving around, running gun. So that being said, like, these are the best cameras for that. Well, I ain't gonna say they're the best, but my equipment, I've already invested in the equipment that I need for that. So why not use it for that and go in with that? Again, I will still shoot some of this, you know, some content for people where it require me to do, you know, get my gimbal and do things, but my focus, again, is on a video podcast production. So being able to just sit these cameras up on the tripods, hit record, and yeah, that's where I want to be. All right, so that's reason number 2. Reason number 3, and this one, I didn't really know the term or what this was called until recently. I was listening to a podcast, but it's the barrier for competition. And what that means is, for someone to be able to come in and compete with me in this space, they would have to have the investments that I've made to have the look, and to be able to do what I do from beginning to end is a higher barrier. Like, for instance, so if I'm going to random businesses and I'm approaching them about doing their social media content, I have a camera, you know, I say, hey, I can do this for you for $1,000. The next guy with a camera can come in and say, yeah, I can do it for $250. He can offer them the same thing, but lowball on the price. And that business owner not really caring who has more experience, who's going to get them a better result, is probably going to choose the person that could do it at a lower price. Whereas with this, that same person can't come. We can't go to the same client, or they're not gonna be able to go to the clients I approach with this video podcast and say, yeah, I'll do it for this. For one, they're not gonna have the equipment. You know, talking about 3 cameras, we're talking about the microphones that go into it, the recorders, and you know, the lights, all that stuff. Rolling up in a van, they probably not gonna be able to do that. They're gonna have to rent equipment. They're probably gonna be asking the client if they have equipment, you know, the client, cause I've in situations with me, I'll tell clients, they'll say, hey, do we need to bring our mics or our lights? Like, no, you don't need to bring anything. Don't bring anything, I have everything. So you take somebody new to the game, or somebody who's trying to do it but not quite really there, they're gonna be saying, yeah, bring your equipment. They're gonna be piecing together equipment and trying to make something out of it, whereas I can come with it already set up, ready to go. So the barrier for competition, not many people are gonna be able to compete, especially people new to the game. They're not gonna be able to compete. So it's kind of a lane there's not gonna be much traffic in this lane. So that's big when it comes to business. Like, you kind of wanna find that blue ocean, as they say, you know, stay out of that red ocean where everybody's at. Everybody's doing social media content. And there's so many ways you can go with video. You can go with the weddings, the music videos, and dance videos, and filming events and things like that. But this is my lane, and I enjoy doing this. Again, so yeah, there's that. So there's the working with experts. There's the equipment. My equipment is made for this specifically, and the barrier for competition is a little bit higher with this. So that's it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Again, I enjoy kind of presenting this information, and if I can help anybody out with this, good, you know. So be sure to like, subscribe, leave comments. Love to know what you guys think, and let me know if something I said really hit hard with you. So yeah, till next time.